Well, hello, my friends. I come to you tonight to discuss something that I've been thinking about, and it's really got me pretty much sick at my stomach, and I hope I'm wrong, but I just want to put this out there just in case I am right. Maybe we can get enough views on this video that people will be able to make a difference. You know, the money in America and the money in this world is not happy right now with our what's going on in our nation. Our past presidents have proven that they were puppets, and they have been pretty much just run by money and afraid to be taken out, just like Kennedy, if they didn't, adhere to their rules and the things that they want. So my biggest fear is this southern. First, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I worked 12 years in the Navy for NSA, Navy Intelligence. I was a cryptologist, special signals analyst, and my clearance was taken from me because I was reporting on a signal over in the Middle East. I wrote a target development guide on, and it was a terrorist signal that I showed people how they could break it, the frequencies it was up on, fix information. And after I put that out to 5th Fleet, I got back to my home port and they took my clearance from me. And they said it was because of financial reasons, which is bogus, because I'd paid all my bills off before I went overseas. And any military person will tell you before you go overseas duty, they do a financial check on you to make sure that you can do it. So that's a little bit about who I am. So I know what I'm talking about. I'm one of those people that put the big picture together. So I hope you'll listen to me when I say that this southern border, what they're looking to call an attack, is it's bogus. It's to get your eyes down there. It's like, you remember this little people doing this right here, and then they hit you. It's a total fake jab that's coming. And what I think's about to happen is that the people that are already in this country, that the money of this world has already brought into this country through a past president, and they are already in position, and they already know what the schematics are and what the plans are that they need to do. And I just want to run a few of these things by you, and you think about it. Maybe you'll call me crazy, but what if? So let's talk about, and I've been homeless the last 3 years, and I've hiked up the Appalachian Trail, and I've visually collected, that is, everything that goes on around me. So one thing that I've seen all through the Midwest, middle of the country, all the way up the East Coast, hiking, when I stay in these hotels, is just look and see who owns these hotels. I'm not going to say a certain nationality or a certain specific thing, but drive down to your hotels and figure out who owns them or who runs them. Because what that's going to be, those are barracks. Those are going to be barracks for these people to work out of when they take over. Just think about the hospitals and this nationality who works in these hospitals. They know where the security is, the routines, and pretty much how to take over that hospital with a very small group of people. What does that mean? That means you get shot up when you're out there trying to probably run for your life, because you probably don't have a gun because you've given it up with gun control. But you're probably going to be trying to go to these hospitals and stuff. Guess what? You're going to get shot on sight because they've already taken over that hospital. But if some of their people get shot up and they need to be helped, guess what? They'll have a hospital to go to. Food storage, these people work at these food storage places. Food storage is gone. So imagine if you couldn't go down to the grocery store. Imagine if you couldn't get what you needed to eat. Are you ready to survive in the outdoors? I've lived homeless the last 3 years and prepared myself, so I'm going to be okay unless they catch me, and then, of course, I'll probably be shot. Power outages. Are you ready for no power? because this grid can be taken down in a second. It's already been proven. It's already been talked about. So are you ready for no power? Are you ready to be able to maneuver in the dark? Do you have plans on that? What are you going to do? So, given past experience, like from our, people in high positions, presidential to in our Pentagon, just think of what they know as far as our nuclear power plants, schematics, all our ammo storage, all our missile lockers, all the codes, or the ability to recode the rooms to get into them. What about the new bunker that was put into the White House? Do you think that was for President Trump? Nah, that was for someone else who built it, who put it there. I won't say his name. So they've got all these schematics, all the abilities to, with small groups of people. I'm talking about small groups of people. Do you think that law enforcement, first responders, our National Guard, who's worried about our southern border right now, is going to be able to stop all these different things going on all over our states? No, and it's going to take American people to do it, but guess what? We've lost the fight in America, and I'm begging for you to get it back, because the people that you see on TV right now are not, they're being paid. They are actors. They are trying to make people in just every state riot, turn on each other, divide us. Because where there's division, there is no hope for us. We stand as one. So hopefully I can reach some people that will understand and listen to what I'm saying here, and put a plan together to help local police, Army National Guard, or you have your own team of people who can help take back these places that we're talking about here. There's possibly going to be a nuke go off underneath the waters outside of New York. It's going to totally bring in, it's going to flood the city. They've already done this next thing. They've already done a missile to our Pentagon to see how they could actually, use those in Washington in mass amounts in storage containers on the back of 18-wheelers. Those metal storage bins that people use to put in the ground and make bunkers and shelters out of and stuff. Well, the tops of those raise up. There's 4 missiles in there, and they're already programmed. All they got to do is hit the button. So Washington's going to take direct hits, which is going to totally destroy our ability to communicate with military power. So they're going to be able to pinpoint all points of interest that will bring this nation down. What about all the addresses, all these people working for our VA system who are poisoning our vets? Like, they've about tried to kill me a couple times. And what about these? They've got all our addresses. They know where we're going to be coming from if they already are not planning on taking out a few on the way, depending on our illnesses and stuff and how medically, inapt we are or whatever. Eventually they'll set prisoners free. That'd be like one of their last things. Hoover Dam will be blown. I guarantee you that. So that's going to take out pretty much most of California and many states in the area. So the Hoover Dam's going to be gone. So by dividing us like they have been, they've given us the ability to not work together with one another, and who to trust. They don't know who we're going to trust. So these small groups that they'll have will be able to contain large areas because we won't know what to do. And these like nuclear plants and stuff, they have security there and they are armed. But guess what? They know everything about them. They know how to take them out. and they're not that many people. So what if our reactors blow? Just think with me about all the different aspects of this. Think with me on all that they could do. I mean, I'm not even thought of everything that they could do. It's just I've been putting this picture together and I've been seeing it all come to be. And now that I've seen what's going on with this caravan coming to our southern border, well, Trump's already talking about putting some military down there or focusing anything down there. But the thing about it is if our focus is there and we're attacked all over the United States, we're not going to be ready. I might be wrong, but what if I'm right? I mean, we need to realize that when this caravan hits the Mexico border, something could happen. And if we don't plan for it, then guess what? Martial law, other countries' military will come in here because we have lost complete control. And guess what? There goes the United States of America. And I fought 20 years, and I will not see it happen. At least I will try. And that's why I am putting out this video, because I do believe that something is coming. I feel it in my bones. So trust me on this, and please pass this on. Pass this video, unless YouTube flags it, which they probably will. But pass on this video to as many as you can. Talk about this, because when they hit that border, it's game time. So that's really all I have to tell you. I didn't want to make this some extremely long video. You can come up with a whole much more probably that you've seen that I haven't. So please talk to one another. Pass this video around, and I hope it helps. God bless.